Greetings, Tribal Jazzman Scholar. I want to talk about an idea of David Abram that he articulates in his second book called Becoming Animal, An Earthly Cosmology. And I'm looking at a hummingbird that's distracting me, and I was noticing a couple of other birds as I sit here in my car. It's a spot I come to every morning. And one of the birds that sort of flew in the periphery of my vision, I wondered, had anyone ever seen that bird? How long will that bird live? Will its entire life occur outside of the perceptions of humans? It's living here in the foothills, Chaparral, the Santa Monica Mountains, eastern slopes. It may never encounter another human being for that moment that I saw it. And I admired it as I admired the hummingbird, and I was reminded of something that David Abram said in his book Becoming Animal that I seem to have almost forgotten. And that's the idea that his idea that he suggests, that he alludes to, that life needs to be understood not as the organism alone or exclusively, but that life is the awareness that I'm able to have about another living thing, whether it's a bird or a squirrel at the base of that little stone wall there scratching itself. That my sensory awareness allows me to behold a sunset, and it's the beholding that's alive. It's the evocation of an emotional response to beauty, to something transcendent, something frightening, but that the life, it's almost as though it's the dance that's engendered by perception between perceiver and perceived, whether or not one is considered inanimate. So, the value in that for me is that I begin to engage my world less in ways that seem about me and that seem about the dance and the interaction. So when I greet my student with a smile and say, "Good morning," the depth and quality of my genuine affection and appreciation and recognition of that child, its unique beauty and genius, that is life, and that is the life I want to be conscious of. So that's it. Tribal Jazzman Scholar. Thanks for joining me.